Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Viking Lord and King Anders speaking, of course. Welcome to the Viking Field 1. Or Battlefield 1, depending on what you want to call it, but if you call it Battlefield 1, you're pretty much wrong. This is how you deal with a sentry, by the way, or a heavy guy as I like to call him. Set him on fire, then use your armor-piercing cables to wreck his fucking day. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't really sniped anything in Battlefield 1 whatsoever. I've kind of tried it a little bit around here, around there. Never really gotten into it because I felt like, fuck it, half of the servers are snipers anyways. Like, why would I be a sniper? Someone needs to kill those fucking tanks and shit. And honestly, that's still kind of an issue. But man, I started really playing the snipers yesterday. Ended up playing for 9 hours straight, only sniping. That's the most sniping I've done in Battlefield 1 by far. Previously, I just kind of dabbled in it, like I said, just tried it out a little bit. And holy shit, when you start getting a hang of it, like the bullet drop and everything again, and how the weapons handle, and you kind of get your own, like, favorite weapon. My favorite weapon, by the way, is the Gewehr 95. I believe that's the one I'm using in the majority of these clips. It's like some kind of a British rifle here in the beginning, like the Smile or whatever, but you're gonna see me using the Gewehr later, and it's just... oh, it's so beautiful because it has such a high rate of fire and oh, it's just mouth-watering. Like everything with sniping right now, it's just so fucking satisfying. Like you get a headshot and there's just a poof, like you hit a watermelon. The head just explodes from the enemy. You hear this like clinking metallic sound indicating you killed the fucker. It's just so freaking satisfying, man. And I got into it really quickly too. After like 2-3 hours, I started really getting a hang of it. And after like 4 more hours, so basically this is all these gameplays are from the last 2 hours. I ranked up from level 1 on my recon class to level 9 or 10 in just a couple of hours. It was ridiculous how quickly it went. I was averaging like 40 to 50 kills each round and like 10 to 4 deaths. It's ridiculous how freaking satisfying and fun sniping is in Battlefield 1. I've been enjoying a lot of the things like the tanks, the tank hunter plane, the planes in general, like running around with a shotgun and just wrecking people, the LMGs and that kind of stuff, but man, sure, sniper noobs and that kind of stuff is always gonna be like a thing. Like there's gonna be a lot of people who wanna use the snipers simply because they're noobs and they don't know better, but man, I don't think sniping has been this good since Battlefield 3 or possibly Battlefield Bad Company 2. Honestly, it is just so freaking satisfying. I'm without words and my mouth water when I see these clips, pretty much. It's just, they're so horny and just want to snipe more. No, but it is very, very satisfying to get those sniper rifle kills, especially like both long range and short range. And the class overall is just a very versatile and nice class. The only problem with it is that you have a hard time taking down tanks, but as you saw there, taking down light vehicles is no problem at all, and getting a triple multi-kill with that, just using the K-bullets a little bit, is a pretty goddamn nice feeling. Okay, Anders, we understand. You like the sniping, it's pretty clear by now. But how is that going to help the viewers, and especially beginners? It's not going to help them very much at all, so let's talk about how you should play as a sniper, aka recon. First of all, you are extremely powerful versus infantry at medium to long range, especially if you got a decent aim. You're a little bit less powerful at close range, so that's where you gotta watch out. You gotta be able to kind of listen for footsteps and see if there's an enemy coming around, sneaking up on you from behind or similar, so you can actually get a nice shot off and then maybe finish him off with your pistol, or possibly switch to your pistol and finish him off that way, because you're not gonna be able to get a quick headshot off at people basically at melee distance to you most of the time. If you do, however, spot them early, for example with a spotting flare or thanks to friends, you will be able to play around that and outsmart the enemy in quite an easy way, just kind of like I'm doing here. I got my spotting flare in the bottom of the building, the enemy can't destroy it, they will actually burn if they walk over it, which is quite nice, letting me get a nice ace there, 5 easy quick kills, where I probably would have gotten meleeed or something similar if it weren't for that. And this guy as well, he didn't really know where I was. He was low health. I just go in there, quick scope his ass, and that's a 6th kill. Pretty easy peasy indeed. When it comes to the actual loadout, you want to always use your K-bullets on tanks and light vehicles. Otherwise, you're wasting them. If you're one of that dumbasses that waste your K-bullets, the first thing you do on infantry, oh, please, Mary, Jesus, God, Jeebus, fucking save me, Thor, what are these people thinking? The K-bullets actually don't do any extra damage whatsoever to infantry. They're simply armored piercing tips that will more easily penetrate armor. So the only infantry it will do more damage to is the armored infantry, aka the Century and the Flame Guide. Those are the only infantry you should ever use your K-bullets on, except if you run out of your normal bullets to kill friendlies with, or enemies with, of course. You don't want to try to kill your friendlies, that's mucho bad, okay? That's very bad. Okay, I think everyone got it. Using K-bullets on infantry equals bad. Using K-bullets on vehicles, especially armored ones, equals good. However though, the K-bullets are a little bit weak when it comes to the actual tanks. You can do okay damage versus the light tank and the land ship, but the heavy tank is very heavily armored and will only take about 5 damage per shot. So if you have all your 5 K-bullets left and you use all 5 on a heavy tank, you will only scratch away 1/4 out of its health, 25% of its health, and that is not much. So you need to be able to do more damage versus the tanks, and this is where the grenade choice comes in. You should always be using the light anti-tank grenade. Do not waste your grenades on using the gas grenade or the incendiary grenade or the mini grenades. I guess you could use the standard like heavy anti-infantry grenade, because that at least does 5 damage to tanks, but that's not really enough. With the light anti-tank grenade and a nice hit, you will do everything from 15 up to close to 30 damage depending on which kind of armored vehicle it is. So you should definitely roll with the light anti-tank grenade. Just remember, it is a light anti-tank grenade, but it's still very heavy, so your guy will only toss it a little short bit. So you need to get close to the tank to actually be able to hit them. And then of course we have the spotting flare gun. I've already gone over that, how important it is, but you always want to have your spotting flare gun equipped, because being able to see where the enemies are on the minimap is invaluable. It is so valuable, especially for self-defense, but also if you want to take over, for example, a building you think might be infested by infantry or enemy. Just simply throw that thing down or shoot that into the building. You might set them on fire, and you will most definitely know if there's any one of them in there, since they will show up on the radar. Here we got a nice little clip in the end, just to kind of close out this video. I was quite happy with this. My first pilot kill actually in Battlefield 1 feels good, man. As always, thank you guys so very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Please hit that like button.